Jolie here for the English Mixed Martial Arts Association with Shanelle Dyer today. How are you, first of all?
I'm great, thanks. Thanks for having me.
So, a lot to talk about. First time having you on this channel. We've got some big news, of course. You're going to be fighting at the Four Nations in July. How excited are you about that?
I'm so excited to represent England. I've been doing MMA for about 3.5 years now, and I've been fighting all over the UK, even in Ireland, but to fight people internationally now, and that's my next goal going forward, and be fighting people from Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and representing my country is a huge honour for me, and not a lot of people get to do that, to represent their country, so I'm really proud of myself that I get to be on the team, so yeah.
How much does that mean to you, Shanelle, being able to represent your country?
I think that's one of the main goals when people come into like MMA and fighting. One of their main goals is to represent their country, and I get the privilege to do so. And for the UK, for England, actually, we have such a large pool of fighters, and for me to get selected above all the other else fighters, it really gives myself motivation. I can actually do that, and to represent my country is going to be a huge honour in my part as well, and I get to showcase what I can to the world, because a lot of people will be watching the Four Nations, and I'll be fighting the best people from the whole of the UK, the Four Nations, so hopefully I get to prove myself.
And what does it mean, knowing obviously most amateur fighters want to turn pro eventually, knowing that you're going to be able to compete for your country before, that's big?
Yeah, I think the Four Nations is a great stepping stone for me, because I've been fighting, as I said before, all around the UK, and people kind of know me in the UK scene already. I think the Four Nations will give me the type of leverage above other people, because when I do turn pro, they're going to look at, I fought in the Four Nations, hopefully that leads to the European Championship, then the World Championship. And if I do medal in that, I get leverage above all the other people when I turn pro, because I've been fighting those international fighters already. I've been in with Russian fighters, African fighters, people from America, all around the world. So I know that I can deal with those type of styles and get the experience as well. It's amateur. It's all about getting experience, and for me to gain experience against all different type of fighters, when I do turn pro, people will look at that, because all the big organisations, UFC, One Championship, Bellator, all know what the IMF is, and if I do well in that, then it will be really big for me.
100%. So talk to us about your surroundings as of today. Obviously here at GB Top Team, Brad Pickett, loads of veterans in the sport and loads of experience to pick up.
Yeah, so I train with a lot of different people around London as well. I travel quite a lot. I do most of my training at Team Underground. I come here down for sparring on Tuesdays. I train with my boxing coach Barry, my S&C coach Anthony Kaneki, and I do most of my striking at Knowles Academy. So I'm really privileged. I live in a city where I can have all those different types of training, and so I can get the most of training basically.
What's your strongest asset? Which discipline?
Muay Thai. I've been in Muay Thai for like 10 years now, so strike is my forte. But if it goes to the ground, then I'm liking Jiu-Jitsu now. I've been winning all my competitions, so I'm really confident in my Jiu-Jitsu as well. But obviously I like to keep it standing. I like to put on the show for the crowd. If I'm having fun, the crowd's having fun, and we're all getting paid, innit? So I like putting on the show for the crowd, utilising my strike. My hands just getting better. I love my kicks, and I think I'm kind of an unorthodox fighter as well. I disrupt people's rhythm, and most people when I fight, they play to my game, so I'm controlling the fight. So hopefully I get to show that off in the Four Nations.
Yeah, that's what people want to hear, Chanel. Talk to us about Barry, your boxing coach. Obviously, it's good to have that level of experience as he does and learning a lot.
Yeah, I've only been working for him for about 6-7 months now, and the way he's changed my game, not even just from like the boxing aspect, because one of my struggles from coming from Muay Thai background to MMA, fighting now is my stance. I'm trial and error my different stance, and I think he gave me kind of the perfect stance for me to utilize my kicks and my boxing as well. So he's really changed my game and my footwork, because one of the most predominantly things to do in MMA, especially for me, I'm a striker. I need to keep on the outside, utilise my footwork, and he gave me such an amazing footworks and angles and stuff, and give me confidence in my hands. Because in Muay Thai, you usually kicks score more than hands, so everything's predominantly based on your kicks. Use your hands to set up your kicks to set up your hands, which end up setting up your kicks. So I wasn't really focused on my hands, and coming to MMA, like, you have to use your hands. So he really gave me the confidence in my hands. And yeah, he's a great supporter as well. He trains me once or twice a week. He's invested in my game as well. He believes in me, and I think it's really great to have someone on board. He will always vouch for me, and he'll be in the Four Nations as well. Like, he's making a trip all the way up there just to corner me and Lisa as well. So having him in my corner makes such a difference. So I'm blessed to have him by my side.
A year from now, where do you think you'll be?
A year from now, I'm trying to turn pro, but this is the end of coming from my amateur career, so that's why I'm trying to do the Four Nations, get my name known kind of internationally. So a year now, hopefully I'm turning pro and hopefully get signed by Cage Warriors.
That makes a lot of sense. Obviously, winning Cage Warriors in your last fight as well. Congratulations on that, and yeah, best of luck in the Four Nations in Liverpool.
Thank you so much.